Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream, and we're live. um, yeah, so I get straight into it. Welcome to the Toliss A340. Today we're taking it across from London Heathrow's airport and going all the way across to Palma de Mallorca. A nice flight should take us around 2 hours 55-minute block time, so I expect to be in the air for just over 2 hours, although the FMC will tell us more information. If you're in the chat, say hi. Let me get the noise back on of the plane. Bear with me. Been a while since I've done one of these. There we go. I've got a nice new sound mod on the right, so I can change all the sounds live. I'm sure you see many other people have them. We'll get the cargo on board today, but we're in this lovely Airbus A340 600. It's a big plane. So it should be good fun. Let me just sort out... Pardon me? Right, there we go. Okay, good. I'm just sorting out stuff on the left here. Right, so we're hoping if I go max quality we get a better looking T5. Look at the difference, there's quite a lot of difference. I'll leave it in there in the auto position. Okay, so welcome to the board of the plane then. So if we hop inside the flight deck, not much startup has been going on. I've just been sort of doing the basics. So we still need to program our FMS. I've turned on the nav lights and the batteries, but that is it. So you're going to join me for the full startup of the Toliss. If you're looking at getting a wide-body airliner, I can't recommend this enough. I think it's a good, fun plane to fly. As I always say, it's if you're looking for a big, sort of large aircraft, but it's not too hard to fly, this is definitely your man. Right, let me just sort out the views. Try that. There we go. We got a bit of a track IR on there. That's nice. Okay. So hello if you're just joining us. Right. Well, what we can do firstly is turn off the dome lights. I don't plan on having them. It is going to get dark during the flight. I'm pretty sure. The sun is setting where we are, and of course we're going across, so it will get dark. But that's fine for us. So. FMC wise then, let's have a look, bring it up. Let's program in the information we need to put in. So, from EGLL, I should bring up the flight plan, slant, so to LEPA. Shove that in the top right there. Cool. Flight data for today, version 35 Golf. It's our flight number, and our alternate is LECH. I just sort of worked down from this one. Passenger number, so we have 320 on board, sorry, 319 on board. I couldn't quite get the exact number, I think. Alright, cost index, 72. And we're cruising at flight level 390. 72, oh no, it does not want that. Oh no, that's for the flex, my bad. Sorry, 72, and then 390. For the flex and temperature for takeoff, you have to put in the F as well. I'd forgotten about that. Right. Toliss menu. Just leave that there. So no, I can actually close that. Sorry, I was thinking about what we need to do in a bit. Let me just inhibit cockpit screens for me. Sort out the settings here. Where's inhibit current screens? That's there. So now that's a bit better. Right. Okay. From Echo Golf Lima, we're expecting to depart off runway 27 right this morning. Sorry, this is evening. And then we're going on the Maxit 1 Foxtrot departure to Maxit. From Maxit, we got a lot of waypoints here. This is going to be a big program. So, Yankee 803 to Midhurst, like India Delta. From Midhurst, we're taking the Lima 151. Lima 151 to Lima 151 to Sitet on the right. Then the Uniform November 859. That's basically the Uniform November 859 is the one you take to get into the into Europe, basically. That's, you know. Then we go to Balan. We have to go insert. That's the only problem with the Airbus FMC. you can't put it in on the Airways page, which you can do on the Boeing. That's what I found. I seem to that's the one thing I prefer about the Boeing stuff, is that you can do that. You can just go on the Airways page, type everything in. Whereas for us, when we do these direct to, so now from Balan, we're going to Evpoc, but you have to type it all in by going to the different pages, which is not so cool. So we go from Evpoc, then we go to Narak. Not too bad actually, this programming. There's a lot of waypoints. GAI. So the next one, I believe it's that top one. Insert GAI to Lomra. Lomra. Fantastic. Insert the temporary flight plan. There we go. Inserted. Then from Lomra we go to Rokan. Direct to Ibrab. Cool. Ibrab, da-da-da. Ibrab. Oh no, and then we got more from Ibrab. From Ibrab, we're going on the uniform November 13. UN 13. To Law. Oh, okay. UN 13. What do you mean? Let's check my numbers here. Ibrab. UN 13. Check that is a 1. Yep. Trans U. Is it a waypoint instead? Ibrab. Let's try that. UN 13. Try as a waypoint. No, it's not a waypoint. Okay, so obviously just hasn't got that from Idrab, and then we'll just go direct to Laws. You just check that works. Just having a look on the flight plan here. You probably can't see this. Let me just sort it out. Ibrab, where is that? Oh no, we do need that to work. Oh no, it's the Laws. No, it's just a straight line. There's one waypoint between Ibrab and Laws that we would go to, and it's in the straight line, so it doesn't make a difference to the turn or anything. So that is not a problem. Then our arrival information we'll put in further on in the flight. So, departure today then. Oh, we need to go to our weights page, and we need to shove in the weight of the aircraft. So, our 0 fuel weight, 229er. 229er.6 / 24.5. The block fuel is 25.1 tons of fuel. Okay, and it'll work out the performance and everything. And then for today, our departure out of Heathrow will just be using a flex. No need to burn the engines out on such a large runway. 160. Although actually, I think we use flap 2 though. That seems very high on 160. 154. That seems better. 154. 158. 46 flex to temperature. Any 2 /. Sorry, that's what I mean. So the flex temperature, you have to put F46. And the flaps are 2 / up 3.0. That's 2.0. Let's type 3.0. Say hello if you're joining us in the chat then. I mean format error, go away. There we go. Right, okay. That is all the information program. Now if we have a look on Xpilot, let's see who's online for Heathrow. North approach 11972. 119.72. Must be 75. 240
degrees, when established on the left side of 10 on the glide, shot 3 Tango.
Hope you can hear that alright. Do say hello, introduce yourself to the chat. Right. That's the FMC program, so we don't need that anymore. What we are going to do is get the ATIS ready for our clearance.
Now with Oscar 1016, request push and start. Certified trade stand 517, push and start approved, face north.
Check our stand number. 32.
330 liner, runway 27 left, surface wind 26 series 13 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27 left, we will 30 liner.
Push 345, runway 27 right, surface wind 26 series 13 knots, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Swiss 345, bye-bye.
Heathrow Director, version 35 Papa Golf, stand 320 Airbus A340 600 with information. Oscar requesting IFR clearance to Palma, Mallorca, please. Oh, I stepped in.
Spartans, Swiss A320, via Alpha 4 line up, 27 right behind Speedbird. Correction, shall set, mate.
Version 35 Papa Golf, stand 320, requesting IFR clearance to Palma, Mallorca, please. We're an Airbus A340 600 with information. Oscar.
Version 35 Papa Golf, Heathrow Director, hello, cleared to Palma, max at 1 Foxtrot, departure, squawk 2732.
Cleared on the max at 1 Foxtrot, departure, runway 27 right, squawk 2732, version 35 Papa Golf.
35 Papa Golf, correct.
Fantastic, we got a
Charlie
squawk in
Mike,
there.
runway 27 right, surface wind 26 series 13 knots, clear for takeoff. Takeoff to sunrise, shall set, mate. Charlie 6 November, ready for taxi. Delta 6 November, taxi, left Alpha, hold Alpha 4.
Okay, we've got the APU start up, we'll get rid of this. Start the APU up. We turn on our fuel pumps.
345, contact London Control, 129 or decimal 425, am I? 129,
Get rid of the trucks. Drive away. Close up the doors. Close the doors, there we go. Doors are closed. Fantastic. Right, hold on, bear with me. Our initial flight level for tight, I believe, is 6,000. Dial it in there. Because we're going to have, after him, I believe we're going to have 127.1. It's London Control, I might be wrong, but we'll tune him in there. It's not too much of a hectic departure as it is, as it were, in the in the 340, so we don't need to worry about being too stressed like we would be in Concorde. So that's fine. Right, there go all the trucks. So what we'll do now is just hide all, because otherwise they park behind the plane. We'll just get rid of them. We don't want to hide them behind the plane. Right, AP bleed is on. As it does so, what I'm going to do is pull up the tab, and I'm actually going to type in our airport code and get the charts up for that airport. That's the one, and then departure, we'll get that up. Max it 1 Foxtrot. That's the one. Very common, the max it 1 Foxtrot. Everyone seems to take it, so we're just going left off departure. Gentle left, round, onto it. So basically, all this one's doing is tuning the VORs just like we would in Concorde for departure. But this time, of course, it's all in the FMC. That is literally the only difference for today. So, hello. It's Derpok, hello. We'll get the APU bleed on. Find the button, there she be. APU bleed is on, we'll turn on our beacon light. And just check the better pushback, make sure we got a good pushback. Yep, never pushed back from here before. Interesting. Thought I had. Cool.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Right. So, that's the push ready. We'll cool them up, because I think we're probably about ready to go.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Cool our push clearance. Oh, it's a big plane, the Airbus A340. Big plane indeed. We'll get the lights up. Just increase the intensity of the lights, because it looks nice having the lights on bright. Good. Lights. AP's on. Disconnect the external power. Beacon's on.
Director, hello, report cleared level and aircraft type information, Oscar.
A320 no, and we're cleared on flight level 80.
Hope you can all see that. You can see the tug connecting on the wheel.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
He's ready to connect.
Lima 953 Lima, leave Lambert heading to...
It's a small pushback window we have here under the tower. We're right sort of by the tower and everything. So it's a tiny little connection off the tower. But we sort of going to push back straight there and get a good start and taxi out. Okay, right, so it's a little bit complicated part to sort of little taxi route out. So as he connects, that'll be able to shut up. So Heathrow, because it's a little bit complicated, the taxiways aren't always labelled. Version 3 for Papa Golf, ready for push and start.
Version 3 for Papa Golf, contact Heathrow ground 121.7.
121.7, version 3 for Papa Golf, bye.
Tug connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, this way we'll go down to 7. There should be. Heathrow ground, version 3 for Papa Golf, stand 320, information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Version 35, Papa Golf, Heathrow ground, hello, stand 320, push and start, speed, the QNH 1015.
Push and start approved with the QNH.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Sometimes it goes a little bit wrong with Perfect. Casey, hello. Nicola Gaming Pro, hello. So, miss that there. The track layout is lovely, but it sometimes can get a little bit difficult looking down at the pedestal when you're trying to program stuff in. But hello. Nice to see you. Right, there you go. Tug's pushing us back. So, at this point, I'm going to close my tray table because it's annoying me. Make sure the horse brakes and disarm. And the overhead looks nice and clear. The AP bleed is on. With the taxi lights off, we don't want to be blinding that tug driver as he pushes us back. That'd be really sad. Matthew Lowe, hello. Nice to see you again. Hello.
This is Shuttle 3,
Okay.
Tango with you.
Go to ignition start.
Shuttle 3, Tango, now left Alpha, Sun 508.
You can see positive. You can see the sort of positive lights lit up.
Alpha,
The
stand 508.
N3, which is the third stage of compression. Interestingly, the N3 is where they begin to spool up from. So of course that's why it's suddenly building much faster than the N2 and M1. So it's get about 20%. I've engaged the fuel already, so that'll just start. What we're going to do is turn our TCAS to TA. Yep, there we go. So we're now an active part in the traffic at Heathrow ground. There you go, you can see the engine starting there, spooling a little bit faster than the others. Nice camera view off the wing there. Bonjour! If you did want to join us, we're just pushing back from the stands at Heathrow. If you have Vatsim, we're on the new nice Velocity servers, and so hopefully it looks a little bit better than it sometimes does. So it could be good fun. So do feel free to come down and say hello. I'd love to have you along for the ride. So yeah. Oh, I dropped my phone there. Oops. Right. Sort of nosing back on there. Okay, so bear with me.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake down on the bottom there. Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine 2 starting, because the joy of the A340 is that you can start 2 engines at once. I don't always start them literally at the same time. Why is the map not available on this side? I would say offset flight management control. What? No idea what that means. He's got some problem with his display. Luckily we're the captain, so that doesn't matter. It's not going to affect us. So that's not a problem. Okay, there goes the tug driver. So we've got the furthest left engine started. Of course, that's all good. I'll boost up the exterior sound so we can hear it a bit. They are basically hair dries, these.
Toliss is connected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Au revoir. What time is it in the sim? In the sim I've sort of reverse the time a little bit. It's 4 o'clock because what I wanted is to take off and land at night, because landing at night in this beast looks mega. So we're landing at night, but we'll have a nice taxi around and stuff in the day here. Let's get the sounds up a little bit. There goes engine 2, so we'll now start engine number 3. Engine 3 starting up. Thrust lever's not at idle. Okay. It went quite at idle. Right, we'll get the taxi light on. And the turn-off light on. And now we have engine 1 and 2 actually on. We have hydraulic power, so we can set flap 2 for departure. If that is our departure flap. Down goes the flap. And as we're starting up the other 2 engines, we can sort of do our before taxi checklists. Which what we're looking for is we're looking to arm the spoilers, set the weather radar up. What I'm going to do is actually go on this view to do that, because it can be a little bit difficult. Turn the gain up a bit. And there we go. Make sure the engine starts on, the flaps are set for takeoff. The auto brake gets set to RTO, rejected takeoff, of course. That engine's now started. We'll start up engine number 4. When it goes white selected, that means it's being started. Taxi lights on, the nose making nuts, and the AP will go off when we're ready. We'll do a takeoff config check. So look at that. Takeoff config, the FMC switching. That'll be what was causing the issue on not only his but on mine. Takeoff config. Takeoff config is normal. Remember to ping. Jones, I think he's gone to Air Cadets, I think. So I don't think Jones is, sadly, I don't think he's in the chat. Okay, so what we won't forget is to ping the cabin before we depart. Because of the sun setting, we might want a bit of shadow or whatever on. 118.5, the tower. When ready, right Foxtrot, right Bravo, hold Titan, version 3 for Papa Golf. So, right Foxtrot, right Bravo, hold Titan, right at the end there. So we got a long taxi right down the edge, so we're going right and right, so we're staying on the inside lines here. So that's fine. So, the engine started, so we're going normal mode there, and we're turning off our APU. AP bleed fault, we can click that off, because of course it's going to be a fault, because it's no longer on. We'll release our parking brake. The taxi camera is not being of much help, I'm not going to lie, but that's fine. Test the steering till it's working. Bit of power. Make sure the parking brake's released. Certainly is. Why isn't it moving? Come on, let's go. Oh, there you go. You see that little jolt there? It must have got stuck on something. Often does that. That's fine. Brilliant. So, we're taxiing out then. We're going a little bit quick, especially when you're in this alleyway. I don't really want to go like above 15 miles an hour. And then it's also because once we get out the alley, we'll accelerate a little bit. But just in this alley, I feel like it's polite to sort of not break the speed limit. Nice and take it slow. There's no rush at this point. The taxi camera is working. It's very dim, but it is on. So what we're going to have to do is just judge it, sort of outside view and inside view. Judge the turn. Because of course, in this A340, we have a massive overshoot. We have to go right over the edge of the to make the turn nicely. So what I tend to do is just put it over there. And a bit like in Concorde, I use the iPad as the steering point. Always seems to work quite well using the iPad as the steering point. Except in this, all I do is hold it on the iPad for a little bit longer. There we go, that wasn't too bad. Big plane, the 340. So, we'll now be running through as we taxi out. We'll run through our taxi checklist. And this taxi checklist is designed to make sure that we're ready for takeoff, but of course still in mind that we are still taxiing, so there's no need to, we won't turn on the final things like the strobe and stuff. This taxi checklist is just making you get your taxi lights on, your parking brake has been released, you're just not exceeding 20 knots. Your takeoff memo is checked, takeoff config's been selected, flap 2, it certainly has. The brakes and gyro turn coordinators are already on, that's automatic in the Airbus, so that's good, they're already set. So happy with that. Lighting wise inside the flight deck, I've got all the lights off, the floodlights on full. Oh, look where I'm going first probably. Spin it left. One day I'll stream live the flight I did, which was Copenhagen to San Francisco and San Francisco to Copenhagen. Long flight. But it's great fun, so I do recommend it. Sometimes, maybe not to stream. I'd say one day we will, but definitely not the first time because it often goes wrong. Right, going round the corner there. Taxi light doesn't seem to be
Good evening, Speedbird 984. We are Airbus A319, stand 507. Information Papa, clearance to Berlin, Brandenburg. 984 Heathrow, ground, good evening, cleared Berlin, Williams Park 7 Foxtrot departure, squawk 3451.
So, sadly, the Virgin Atlantic stands for the big planes, for the A340 and Airbus A380 and all their stands, right down at the end. Lovely if you're on 09, but then you depart on 27. It's basically a full taxi the whole length down. We're right down to there. Can be a bit of a long taxi.
Push and start, face north, Speedbird 984.
Right, I'm making our way down. I'm just going to grab my drink there with me. A little bit quick. Turn off tax camera, we don't actually need that, so I'll just turn off that one. But I'm going to pop up this, because I can see, oh no, not this one, wrong one. It is that one. Because it gives me the ground speed. Now, because we're on the long taxiway, what I'm doing is keeping the nose wheel centered and just using the rudder pedals to steer us around. So, nose wheel and sort of bit of brakes and things, just to gently, make the small minor turns of the taxiway as it undulates around. I've never seen anyone, I don't think these are stands anymore, I think they used to be. They've got discontinued, the stands. I think that's why they're just sort of empty. So Zoda's asked, were you flying from Vega yesterday? I was, yes. I did. I flew right out of Vega. I went Vega to sort of a nearby small airport, just for a bit of fun. I saw the tower controllers on the line, and I thought, that's a tiny airport. That should be good fun. Get a bit more power again, a bit slow. Yeah, 14, that'll do. Changes airport to airport what the speed they ask you to do as, but our operating manual for Virgin says don't exceed 20. I don't quite know what the conversion is, right. Tray table stowed for takeoff. Probe heat selected to the auto position. I'll never forget the anti-ice again. Not after last stream, I won't forget the anti-ice this time. Bit less throttle, and I'll use the nose wheel steering to get us through this tight turn. Check the heavy tab. Have a look at our odd little turn in the road here. I always notice this on this taxiway going along here. I always notice that there's a you can't help it. I thought I heard your voice when I was watching someone else's stream. Oh, he was the A320 on my... Ah, right, okay. Yeah, well, that was me. And you didn't stream that.
Virgin 35, North contact Heathrow Tower, 118.5, bye-bye.
118.5, Virgin 35, Papa Golf, bye-bye. 118.5. Heathrow Tower, Virgin 35, Papa Golf, with you rolling up to Titan.
Virgin 35, Papa Golf, Heathrow Tower, good evening, taxi Bravo, left Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
Bravo, left Alpha, hold Alpha 3, Virgin 3, Papa Golf. And can I ask what the frequency after departure will be for us?
Virgin 35, Papa Golf, of course, departure frequency will be 129.425.
129.45, thanks very much, Virgin 3 for Papa Golf. Right. 129... 325, I think it was? 129.45, that's the one. Landing control, of course. It's going right here. Now, apparently, if you're airport staff, this is the most favourite place to plane swap from. That little car park sort of space here. Apparently, they love it because they can see, and as you're seeing, we're seeing that the wings almost overhanging on lots of the big planes. But I would definitely be hanging out there. The alpaca guy in the CRJ. What about him? Left alpha, so going left here. Quite tight turns. I'll overshoot it a bit. When it's like 90 degrees, you want to really overshoot this corners because, of course, if you don't, you'll cut right across the grass. So you have to really. When we get to Madeira, sorry, Palma de Mallorca, there's quite a few tight turns, so we have to do quite a lot of this actually. Right, 129.
Virgin 35, Papa Golf, from Alpha 3, surface winds 260 degrees at 11 knots, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27 left. Sorry, 27 right, Virgin 3 Papa Golf.
Sorry, I think I said 27 left there.
No worries. Right, looking right, looking left, we're good. Going onto the runway then. Lights on, and lights on. Run through our before takeoff checklist as we throttle up a little bit. We're going to set the TCAS on. So we go TA on. That's set to all. Bit of throttle to get us up that hill. Takeoff checks. Spoilers are armed. We are ready for departure. Here we go, guys. Get rid of the taxi map. We won't be needing that. Actually, I'll leave it up in case we have an aborted takeoff. Not that I'm planning on having. And here I'll just sort of go, I tend to go in between the lines. Because that line seems a bit weird going out around there, and then that one seems a bit shallow, so then we'll just put the nosing on there. That's nice. We've been cleared to go, so what we'll do is just line up on the runway. And once lined up, go for it. We might get a little bit of stuttering on departure. I'm really hoping we don't.
Good evening, short 3, Victor 321, established on the requires of 27 left, 9 miles.
Here we go.
Shuttle 3 Victor,
Line up on the runway.
good evening, continue approach runway 27
Takeoff checks are
left.
ready.
Approach 27 left, shuttle 3 Victor.
50%. Manflex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. The stick goes half forward, my hands are still on the throttles. I'm just allowing the speed to build gently there. Happy with both inflex. Keeping an eye on the throttles. Using the rudder to keep it on the centre line, but very small movements because, of course, the large moves at this high speed. Really nice
Tower, Gala 1021, established ILS 27 left, Gala 1021. Gala 1021, Heathrow Tower, good evening. Traffic behind you is on at 2.5 miles, so after landing, expedite vacating.
Squeeze, nice. Up, gear up. Positive right. Nice gentle climb out there.
Gala 1021, you wish to park Terminal 4? Terminal 4 is okay, Gala 1021.
Okay, the gear, let's start very slowly.
After landing, vacate there.
We'll drop the nose a little bit.
After landing, vacate.
Looks lovely though, Heathrow down there on our left. I'll push the nose down slightly. So we're getting pretty poor frames punched down there. Face the front.
Okay, now 1021, surface wind 260 degrees at 11 knots, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Disarm the spoilers.
Compliments, runway 27 left, clear to land, KLM
I'm going to reduce the nose and go back into climb power. So I'm just trimming down a little bit. Just keep it up.
129.425, bye-bye.
129.425, and 3 for Papa Golf, bye-bye.
01, contact Brussels, 131.1, goodbye.
I hope the volume's alright. I spent a while trying to get more.
131.1, Neptune 901, thanks for service, bye.
Level control version 3 for Papa Golf with you, climbing through 3,000 for 6,000 max at 1 Fox.
Virgin 35, Papa Golf, hello, London Control, roger, climb now, flight level 390.
Climb now, 390, version 3 for Papa Golf. That's the one problem with Tracker R. When you're trying to be like accurate and click a dial accurately, it's really not, it's really quite difficult to do so. Right, rolling left, gently dipping the wing, look at the rise on the left hand side, you see the flaps have fully gone up on this side. That's the flaps, the slats are still out. When we begin our acceleration from 250 knots up to 290, that's when we'll do that. get a nice flyby during the turn. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'll take that manual control. I like flying up to about 10,000 feet. The Lufthansa pilots do it, so why shouldn't we? Stand up, pressure. A little bit right of our departure here. Seems alright for now. The aircraft's happy with it, so I'm happy. So that's fine. Just make sure we don't, as I always say, keep an eye on. I don't want, it's the best phrase really for a pilot, keep an eye on it. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what we're doing, you know, in these automatic planes. Keeping an eye. And we'll engage the autopilot. Didn't the lights all good there. The weather systems are on. We've got the spoiled slats still out. Quite a high degree of pitch there. There's 10,000 feet, so landing lights can go off. We can turn off the seatbelt signs. There'll be a gentle turn. Appropriate window. We can leave it on auto actually. A couple of traffic to our left, nothing directly in the way. That's fine. We'll raise the slats.
Copy with 2700 in U4 now. Good, 2700, thank you, climb now, flight level 130. Copy here, 2700.
Sorry, I'm sorting out my volume levels of my headset.
19 Lima X-ray, contact Heathrow, 119.725, goodbye. 119.725.
Suggesting volumes that's comfortable for you and comfortable for me. That's better. I don't know how that is for you, that's much better for me. There's annoying ticking in the volume. Accelerating to our cruise speed then. We will go on to our tag, leaving max, so you can see out here, off to Midhurst. We can close that down. If you want to, we can open up the map.
Sorry about it. 2424, contact Paris 128.1, goodbye.
I believe we've got full ATC all the way there.
35 Papa Golf, proceed direct to Lagao, Lima Golf Lima.
Proceed direct to Lima Golf Lima, Lagao, for version 3 for Papa Golf.
Delta Echo Delta India Whiskey, proceed direct to Conan. Direct Conan, Delta Echo Delta India Whiskey.
Cool, round we go. Our first class passengers being served the finest wines and stuff. Not quite yet. They will be though. There will be. It's Virgin Atlantic. It's about nothing less. This is a route that Virgin Atlantic do operate. I don't believe they do it with A340s anymore, although they used to. The A340 has more or less been phased out of commercial service. I say more or less. There's, I think, a few airlines that do still fly. So yeah.
Good 538, contact Brussels 131, data 1, goodbye. Contact Brussels 131, additional 1, speed with 538, good.
I do like doing that, leaning forward in track and having a look at the sun.
KLM 376, frame, Mike departure, passing 3,500 foot.
It's pretty cool, you can see that down to the instruments and stuff.
Flight level 130.
So yes, on this flight today, it will get dark in a bit. And I believe it's going to be a night landing into Palma.
Well, left turn 330, seabird 270. A for them. Hey, Takeoff. Austria 269, Atlantic control, roger, temperature golf, 26 left, expect a straight and approach.
Make sure we can't open the door, we can't, that's good, that means it's locked. Worth a look.
Austria 269, straight and approach for 26 left. London Control, Kumana Mayako, with you are flight level 370 directing Cowley.
There's some cool lights in this place. We'll have a look at that in a minute.
Roger, proceed direct to Resmi.
We'll set up the cruise stuff there, I think.
London Control, good evening. 325 at flight level 380 inboard, Roger. 325, good evening, Roger.
It's annoying that it's nice to have the switch, but then you do want the routing as well, don't you? So I guess we'll just leave it there and then have a look at it up here.
Jamrock 497, good evening, London.
Already -7 degrees out there. If we have a look at our cruise, I don't believe we've done anything. 3.8 tons of fuel burn already, that's a lot. So, what kind of thing would we like to see for the stream, for another stream in the future? Would you guys want to see another Toliss one, so like an A321 or A340, or would you be interested in seeing something more fun? Would you be interested in seeing like I don't know, you know what I mean, like a Monkey 146 stream? Would you want to see that, or would you want to see a Concorde stream? We're almost at 200 subscribers, so I think we should save Concorde for 200 subs.
9322, descend to flight level 90.
Just my opinion. So, right, let me have a look at this. This is cool. Like the new like intermission thing. So look at this. If I show you this, this is quite cool. For those of you watching the stream, like attentively, look, we have this new like intermission phase. I don't know. It like puts the chat in a box there, and you can like see what's been going on. But through this like.
2700, report heading to London 127.1. Goodbye. What's London with the heading 127.1? Have a good evening to you with 270.
Then we like the full screen because it means you can see everything.
Left heading 025.
That looks nice.
Heading 3025, Galen 376. Austria 269, turn right heading 2.
Oh, it's a lovely sunset that we're watching at today.
Land control, low use.
That's very nice.
Easy 592, good evening, London Control. Kunav 1 Golf, landing 26 left.
Sorry. I was sorting out all sorts of things down here. Mixing around the settings. Right, there we go. That looks better. Right, I'll put on a bit of music to show you.
592, when ready, descend flight level 160, level by amped up.
The alpaca guy. Who do you mean by the alpaca guy in the CRJ? Do you mean Philip Fries?
690, flight level 80.
He was streaming. I flew with him.
269, report you're heading to Gatwick Tractor 126, decimal 825. Goodbye. 269, report you're heading to the Gatwick Kellen 376, report you're heading to London 127.1. Top seats. 127.1, Kellen 376, with heading. Control, very good evening, airplane 05 Delta with you, 360 eastbound, Papa.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the link for stuff, bear with me.
Apollonia 5 Delta, hello, London Control, Roger. Maintain flight level 36. 325, when ready, continue descent to flight level 180, verify advance. When ready, descending 180 over to Benever at Aprox. Control, good day, Tonga 8430, climbing past 2000 now, going. Tonga 4830, good evening, London Control, Roger, climb now, flight level 170. 170, Tonga 4830. 904 November with you. 904 November, hello, pass your message. With you, just departing out of Heathrow, passing 4000.
Cool. Hopefully that all levels are alright for you. I've turned off the track IR so it's no longer sort of jerty and they're moving around.
190, speedbird 904 November.
It's going to be a fairly steady descent to darkness, so what I'm going to do is turn on the dome lights. Because, well, no, mind you, I don't want the dome lights, I want the, I'll leave them off actually. Because what I'd like is all these lights on instead.
Area 9322.
They look much nicer.
Gatwick director, frequency 126.825.
Get the foot warmer on.
126.825, Iberia 9322, thank you.
Fantastic. 340, we're going right up to 390. At 390, I think we're one of the top normal aircraft apart from Concorde. So hopefully we won't have to get any like diversions or anything due to traffic. Or anything like that. Looks lovely from the wing view. Just as nice from the nose view in my opinion.
Control continuing PC382 with you on the 1.6 Mike departure count.
282, hello London Control, roger.
I forgot to put the blind down. Get rid of the blind. I put the blind down so we couldn't see. There we go.
Control continuing, Super 72, descending, flight level 140, routing towards FedEx.
That's nice.
Good evening, no delay for 27 left, descend flight level 140.
We're going through 360.
27 left and descend flight level 140, Super 172. EC282, climb to altitude 6,000 feet.
Altitude 6,000 feet, PC382.
Virgin 35, Papa Golf, contact Paris 128.1.
128.1, version 3.5, Papa Golf, bye.
Golf Quebec Paris, bonjour, identify flight level 390, direct Monots.
Cool.
Direct Monots and flight level 390, Français 2, Golf Quebec.
Paris Control, Version 3 Papa Golf, with you through 370 for 390.
Virgin 35 Papa Golf Paris, bonsoir, identify.
Cool. I don't think there's anything you need to say to us. We're just cruising through our cruise. So 370 then, so right at the top of our climb there, you can see the climb rate's down to 1,000 feet per minute. Very slow climb there. We've burned 5.5 tons of fuel so far, we've got quite a lot of fuel left I think, it looks like that. Got a bit of oil level inconsistency between the engines, so if we have a look at the furthest left engine 1, it's taken out a little, it's got a lot more oil quantity than oil 3 and whatnot, not my see.
Good evening, Center, Northman 5058, flight level 370.
So, nothing awful. But it's interesting that Toliss actually simulates the difference in oil levels. That's a really cool thing. I think we should do an emergency on the channel at some point. Maybe not this stream, but at some point in the stream, to make these sort of boring flights in these planes much easier and much more fun. Have a look at our secondary flight plan, speaking of that, so we get used to how it works. Secondary flight plan, with the in it, literally everything the same. But it's more the secondary flight plan.
Northman 5058, so your final
I never really do, but I don't know where you find the information from. I think when you go on Simbrief, have a look. It does say the secondary flight plan. Have a look.
Sorry, was that for Easy 1 Whiskey? This is for Northman 5058. Your flying north, you need an even flight level. Do you prefer to descend flight level 360 or do you climb flight level 380?
all the information and everything. I'm scrolling through,
60 is perfect for you.
looking for our secondary flight plan.
Easy 1 whiskey is not for you. It's for Northman 5058. Oh, sorry, apologies. Easy 1 whiskey. Northman 5058 on frequency.
Can't find anything about it at the moment. I'm gonna keep scrolling down.
Control, bonsoir, Copenhagen Mexico with you, Alpha level 370 directing Resnay.
Puma, dans le Mikey que Paris, bonsoir, identified.
Should we have a look at the METAR for arrival? It's not looking. Let me have a look. Arrival, Palma, Mallorca. Few clouds, 3,400. The wind is 0,000 at 0. The QNH is 1020. Temperature is 14 degrees. Absolutely lovely.
Paris, bonsoir, France 82 X-ray Tango level 186, climb level 190 towards Lalix. France 82 X-ray Tango Paris, bonsoir, identified.
We're heading right into France now. How bad?
Level 340, France 82 X Tango.
Right, LGL. The waypoint LGL. We're heading to the west of Paris. We won't actually head over Paris. When we made that flight from Lisbon up to Ireland, we headed over Bay of Biscay. Which is sort of parallel with that, pretty much. We just over France. Straight down across Barcelona. We'll be not quite into our descent at that point, but just about to start descending over the Balearic Sea, which is the Mediterranean. Just that little bit of the Balearic Sea. The Balearic Sea is just this Balearic. Our diversion, it would appear. Is that Barcelona? What is that?
Speed at 555 and back to London 129 of decimal 425, bye-bye.
Going to the right wing, see if we can increase the phone. Well, going outside, maybe I'll just reduce the noise a bit. Okay.
Contact 16 Romeo, contact to go approach 121 decimal 150.
Let me pull up the TV screen so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay. Now you can see what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at this stuff. So, everything's still on. Altitude, LCA.
Say it again, please, Northman 5058.
Not too bad. We got Ibiza Airport here. We landed at this one in Flight Simulator. Right.
You'll fly north, you need an even flight level. Do you prefer to
We've got Nice up here.
Or to climb flight level 380?
Nice is back up here, so that's not too far away, but we've got a nice big diversion airport here.
You identified me and you didn't say anything, so maybe, I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm flying level 360, Northman 5058. Northman 5058, maybe it was an issue, but yeah, after that I tried to contact you 3 times. But no worries anyway, so climb flight level 380.
Disagreement there.
Northman 5058. Distance up to 8, Yankee contact Bruxelles 129 of decimal 570, bye-bye. 129 570,
There's loads of ATC online.
Police control, Alpha 150, climbing level 190. Alpha Paris, bonsoir. Air France 23 Kilo Hotel, climb flight level 370. Air France Kilo Hotel, montez niveau 370. Niveau 370, Air France Kilo Hotel.
Sorry, I'm trying to tell them I'm going to be looking at that as I'm looking through the settings. Oops. I'm going to turn that off next time.
Bye. Politique 340 Sierra, contact Bordeaux 125 decimal 1, bye. Politique 340 Sierra, frequency.
Right, AT's gone down a little bit. Let me know if that's alright.
Contact Bordeaux 125.1 d'appareil. 6 Romeo, contact Bordeaux 125.1 d'appareil.
That is a lovely looking plane.
We contact Bordeaux 125.1, respect 6 Romeo. Metro service. Air France 9
The the big four contrails are mega.
Bordeaux 125 décimale unité. Au revoir.
I just got the C17 for Xplane. It is mega.
Okay, this is you can contact Bordeaux 125.1, bye-bye.
I'm just going to do a quick sound check. I haven't done one on the stream, so bear with me.
Bonjour, standby, avec Air France 23 kg, d'être contacté près, Bruxelles 131 décimales 100, au revoir.
Come back with you.
Okay, 712 contact, good approach,
Just had an email about Xplane, but it's about Xplane aircraft releases. The VC-10 Standard, Super and RAF for Xplane 11. Just flight.
280. Air France 2 X-Ray Hotel, climb flight level 290.
Oh. Writing to let you know that unfortunately we've decided not to proceed any further. Damn it. They're stopping. God damn it. That's annoying. I really love the VC-10. That would have been absolutely adorable plane to
Air 2 X-Ray Tango contact Bordeaux 125.1, bye-bye. Subject 4830, pass your message.
Doesn't look like there's any for Xplane 11.
It was not for you, it was for another traffic. I thought we 10 minutes, back. Subject 4830, so 10 minutes approve, report back. Okay. Air France A2 X-Ray Tango, contact
That's
Bordeaux
annoying. That would have been lovely having just like
125.1,
VC-10.
125.1,
I wonder what problems have caused them to actually stop developing it.
Easy 45, Quebec,
Must be like an access to aircraft, you know, they couldn't get access to the aircraft. That's a real shame. That would have been lovely. The sun's setting, look. The lights are getting lighter and lighter in the flight deck. Right, we might have a quick look at our arrival then. Make our way down to the FMC. So have a look at our arrival for today. Which is, we put it up on the left. Under here. Landing 06 left, Laura's 1 Romeo.
After Mike, whiskey contact Bruxelles 129.575.
Ah, that's 06 left. And that was the Laura's 1 Romeo. That's Juliet, Laura's 1 Romeo. For ADX,
Easy 1 whiskey by
I think so. ADX would make sense. Let's have a look at it. Look in the route if there's an ADX in there. Oh no. Yeah, via ADX, that's the one. Insert. Let's have a look at plan mode and let's have a look at that waypoint.
That's correct.
Looking at this. Go to the FMC. There we go. I need to get a view set up on this one. Right, yeah, we go all the way down. Ooh, that's weird. Go to Ibrab. From Ibrab it goes back to Loris. Ibrab's obviously not the waypoint we thought it was in. Yeah, look, 4,000 miles. Direct Alpha Mike Bravo. Alpha Mike Bravo for version 3 of Papa Golf. Direct Alpha Mike Bravo, where's that? Where's that one in the waypoints? Let's have a look. to full mode. Alright, just a little shortcut then.
Control, hello, Golf
Right.
Kilo
Let's continue with our little investigation of the route.
Golf Kilo November, Romeo Whiskey Paris, bonsoir, Cook
Scroll through Sopil, Balan, Epoch, Lomra, Rokan. Where's Rokan? Let's have a look on my route for Rokan then. From Rokan, can we go straight to Loras? Yes. Doesn't seem to affect our route. So we'll do that. Sorry, let me pull that one back up. It's direct to Loras. So we'll clear that discontinuity. Make that a straight line. There we go. And then the rest of the arrival is go around the bend and down around into the airport. That is absolutely perfect. So we'll get a nice look at the airport as we fly by it, which will be cool. Superb. Go back into our circle. Sorry, questions in the chat. What is your nearest airport? Let me have a look. There's loads. Let's zoom right in. Nearest airport from our location currently must be Lima Foxtrot Oscars Charlie. Nearest major airport I'd say was Paris, Charles de Gaulle. But one of these then, one of these purple ones. LFOT, LFAG. Right then, it's quite close. In a little gap between airports it would appear here. But I'd say that was they were that's the best way of looking for the nearest airports. Just turn the airport and have a look.
Please repeat the frequency, sorry. Northman 5058. Northman 5058, frequency 1.
So yeah, if you're gonna start from anywhere, you could go from slightly ahead of it if you're gonna join us over here.
Many thanks for the service. Have a good evening.
Back the music down a little bit, yeah, no worries. Feeling busy on frequency.
Control, good evening. Easy 5 November X-ray flight level 380 direct to Lima, Uniform Lima.
Easy 5 November X-ray Paris, bonsoir. Identified correction disregard Cook 570.
We're almost having a debate live on ATC.
That's Juice Met, that's 76, Easy 5 November X-ray. With you or London?
Back to London, 12945.
So they're off to London.
Airport 256, contactez Bruxelles 131 décimale unité, au revoir.
On contacte Bruxelles 131 décimale unité, au revoir, bonne soirée.
Oh, it's a nice plane, the 340. It's good fun to land. I like, the loads of undercarriages. I like doing that, having loads of stuff to land with there. There's basically no cars. It might have 4 engines. Apparently they're not very powerful. Everyone always says, if all your Boeing fans and everything, they'll tell you that their Airbus A340s are not very good plane. But they're wrong. The Boeing planes, as explained on this lovely video, Boeing planes are climb planes, they blast up to altitude. But then once they're there, they're not very efficient. They'll burn lots of fuel, lots of oil, and they're not, not very good, not very efficient. These have got Rolls-Royce engines on. Rolls-Royce engines, apparently it's a cruise plane, is what I've been told. Apparently it's a... So anyway, I'm waffling. Should we have a tour through the flight deck? Should we have a look through the plane? Open up the cockpit door. Let's go for a walk. Open. Command you. There we go. Let me know if the volume's all better. Can we go in the toilet? No. Anyway, you can open the doors, I believe, from the outside, so we have to keep away from them. The detailing is lovely, though, as we move through the cabin. Lovely detail. Properly cool. Now here we are, first class, as we'd expect. And interestingly, in first class, you can see the engines, which is pretty cool. You can see the outboard engine in first class. It's pretty cool. Because we're a long way, right at the front of the plane here. So that's a good feature you can't in the Airbus A380. Which is one of the problems they had when they were trying to look for the engines. They had to lean out the window to have a look at the engines when they're on the ground. It's a little bit annoying. So that's first class. We're now moving back into what I can assume to be business class. Which we all know to be the best class, you know, we like business classes, you know. Fairly affordable and yet lovely. So that's nice. Move through there. Sorry, I hit the microphone there. We can see the that's a nice wing view. Right, we're out of business class. I can assume we're moving back into... Well, this looks like economy plus. Not quite economy as it looks. There's a nice gap there. And it's not quite as nice as business. I don't think. Or is it the same as business? No, not quite as nice. I don't think. It might just be another class of business. 125.1, version 3 for Papa Golf. Bordeaux Control, version 3 for Papa Golf with you, flight level 390.
Virgin 35 Papa Golf, good evening, sir. Contact, proceed to Rokon.
Proceed to Rokon, was that, for version 3 for Papa Golf?
Affirm, sir.
Thank you. Rokon. Oh god. Doesn't know where it is.
France A2 X-ray Tango, speed...
Rocan, that's why. R-O...
decimal 77, please.
R-O-C-A-N.
Decimal 77, you have France A2 X-ray Tango.
Basically, all the controllers are cutting us all the corners to get us going straight across all these gaps. So, we're now heading straight to the coast of France. So we're getting loads of directs straight across. We're just basically, because we're at 390, I think we're above all the traffic, and so I think we're just cutting straight across between everyone. Right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Bear with me.
Virgin 35 Papa Golf, that's approved. Button back. Pour le contrôle, bonsoir monsieur, France 13, monte au niveau 320. France 13, bonsoir, transpondeur 5665. 5635, France 13. Test négatif, 5665, 5665. Ouais, c'est pris, avec le nouveau logiciel, je vous entends très faiblement, donc 5665 France 13.
Good evening, Flybus 2420 with you at flight level 360.
Flybus 2420, good evening sir, what I contact, correction, Squawk 5667.
Squawk 5667, Flybus 2420.
France A2 X-ray Tango, climb flight level 390. Climb flight 390, Air France 8 to X-ray Tango. France 13 identifié, montée niveau 320, direct Fréjorgue. 320 Fréjorgue, France 13. Ibis 2420 identified, proceed direct to Balan.
Great Palma.
I'm back, sorry about that. I had to go grab a snack, as I'm sure Casey will tell you. That's what Pillar Palma does.
Space monitor Unicom 122 decimal right. Good flight today.
Hope the ATC's not too
122
loud.
decimal right, thank you. Speedbus 381, good night.
Doing my best, but of course, you know, it's a loud night tonight. Appears to be a lot of controllers out. How are we going on our route? We're not doing too badly. Doing pretty well. That's an 88.
For Tango. France 82 X-ray Tango. Are you able?
1602 Zulu. According to this, because I'm a bit further back. So we'll be due to land in an hour and 7 minutes. Hour and 7 minutes, I think. I think that is, yeah. Hour and 7 minutes. That's not too bad. That's alright. That'll take us into about 9:40, and it's already a bit early there. What frequency are we on? LFBB control, who is 125.1. 125.1. So what's the snack for tonight? The snack for tonight is a club bar, one of them again. I'm shooting myself to 2 this time. A time-out wafer. Don't know if you get them. Time-out wafer. First snack, yeah, that's a club. Yeah, first snack, yeah. So, and then time-out wafer. It's very nice. And then no tea tonight, just a good glass of water. Yeah, I know, it's interesting, isn't it? Change it up. I had a cold during the week, so I've had lots of cups of teas. So, you know. Altitude. We're at flight level 390, so 39,000 feet. Call sign Virgin 35 Papa Golf. VIR 35 PG. See the plane going by. Not quite as cool as when Concorde goes by. I love flying Concorde. We'll definitely bring her out of the warehouse at some point and fly her again. Hey! Is that you? I'm Jones, hello.
Bordeaux, contrôle, bonsoir, Air France 412, radio check. Air France 412, je vous reçois 5.
It's cool that they speak French on frequency, because in real life the French controllers do that. That's what's fantastic about Vatsim, it's so realistic. These Velocity 1 stuff, I haven't really seen them in full action, but from what I have seen, they're pretty good. We can actually see our top descent. See our top of descent, right. So that means let's get rid of these. Let's do a bit of descent prep and arrival prep then. See how they're on the map. We got a while to go. I'd say we're about halfway. Right. The last half gets a lot faster. So our arrival airport for today is LEPA. Lipa. That's Palma de Mallorca. That's the one. So we can have a look then at the airport. Charts. We're landing 06 left. Once landing, we're going to taxi back. I don't believe there's a controller online. If there is, they'll give us a stand. If not, we'll just taxi back by ourselves. Get the parking stand so we can see. I have not got any scenery downloaded, so apologies for the blindness. The default scenery. But it's not far. I've got airports HD and stuff, so hopefully I'll make it look a little nicer. That's from 06 left. Come from ADX, we go across, rounding in, and of course we come down. And that is 110.9. I'll put that in. Now, 058 is the course. Going in there. And the approach information, we've got to get up the meter. I got a private message, so that's cool. Right, good age, 1021. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have. If you haven't, sorry. And if you have, then keep the sub going.
La 23 service départ sur Gare 5 Papa, un niveau initial 70.
Keep the sub going. If you can, please make a donation through the link to Streamlabs in the description. Everything is really appreciated. This aircraft I'm flying today was funded by you guys.
It's
pretty cool. Every time I fly, you guys funded it, so thank you very much for that. That was absolutely, it's amazing that we can fly something you guys have allowed us to get, so that's absolutely mega. What's the arrival? Basically just Lores 1 Romeo, I guess it's not this one.
France 82 Golf Tango, contact Marseille 124.650 and report to speed.
So from Lores, just check our sort of, stuff. So flight of 70 or above.
82 Golf Quebec. 8 times, sir. 82 Golf Quebec 124.650.
7,000 is the base level.
124.650 with the speed for France 82 Golf Quebec over.
Nudsa, it seems to be
France 82
250 maximum.
Marseille 124.650.
Probably override that one because that Nudsa seems 162.
With speed, France 82 X-ray Tango. Bye bye.
We've got full ATC, so ADX 5,000 or above. But to be honest, at ADX, I want to be 5,000, 4,000. To capture the ILS, it's got 1,900. Check that one, yes it is, and then it steps to 1,700. Absolutely perfect. Always has it, doesn't it? Airbus is too clever these days. Knows exactly what I wanted already for the VNAV. Didn't even have to program it in. Superb. And then just for our top of descent checklist, what we're looking for is just before we descend, we're looking to shove in our before we descend, we're making sure we got the auto brake set and everything like that. Get the basic dome lights on.
Ordre de contrôle Air France 412, on est prêt au repoussage et à la mise en route.
And that is perfect. So arrival today, have a looking at our runway length. We've got a massive runway today. It is 3.2k. It's not quite as big as Heathrow, but it is massive, so it'll just be a low auto brake. We're ready for the descent, set low auto brake. Superb. Absolutely brilliant.
Mise en route et repoussage approuvé, QNH 1024, on appelle pour le roulage Air France 412. Jet 4830,
Lovely.
bonsoir, identified, proceed direct to Rockham.
If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat. My name is Pillar Pilot. Please hit the like and subscribe. It's really appreciated.
Jet 4830, direct Rocan, Romeo, Oscar.
The radio is a little bit loud, but that is just them. They're speaking very loudly.
That's what I said, sir, 4830.
They get a bit spicy on frequency, don't they? Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, okay, sorry, yeah, I didn't hear, yeah, I didn't know. Sorry about that. Who would like to see Concorde again, though? You know, what plane do we want? We've got the BA146. Well, I've got all sorts of stuff. I'll tell you what, let me put a poll up so you can see the planes we've got. You know, what plane we want to see. Route-wise, I can work that out, but I need you guys' suggestions for everything else. My microphone had worked itself loose there. It was about to fall off. Right, there we go. Let's get a poll up. Let's see what you guys. Oh, spelled that wrong. There's loads of options for this. I'll get rid of the Toliss A340 because we've already done that. Ask you guys. Ask your community. There you go. I think. Yep. There you go. It's up. I'll let you vote. What plane should we fly next? There's a plane ahead of us. 1,000 feet above. Should we have a look at him? Just looking on TCAS. To our right. 1,000 feet above. He's just going by on our right. He's over 20 miles away. Okay, we probably won't see him then. Vatsim controllers are, very good at keeping separation. Unlike you see in like real world aviation, I barely ever see. There he is. That's him. Oh, might move quickly. There he is, though. Let's see if we can actually see him. That's him there, that little name moving across. There he be. It's going. Look, it's night on the left-hand wing. Oh, and then looking on the right-hand wing, it's light. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Lovely sunset. We're flying on the edge of the daylight here. Do I use Volanta? I have Volanta. I'm not signed into it currently, but I do have it. Yes. I don't always use it though. Right, let me bring up the navigation thing and hop back. Let's just check our fuel estimation on arrival. 9.7 tons. Fantastic. I'd be worried if it was anything lower. Sorry for flitting back between the views. Setting the range back up to where it should be, so we can see. So yeah, I do have Volanta. I think you can probably find me on Volanta because I do have an account. So yeah, you can find me and track me, but I don't have it open normally. I just sort of have it. Have it. Get rid of that. You can follow him on a Volanta. Ah, yeah. So yeah, Casey's tried it. Let's have a look. I'm looking on the left, seeing if there's anyone on. There's people on at Nice. Let me have a look. See, let's see if anyone's on. Down here. There's loads of people going in and out of Lipa. There's about 5 people currently servicing it. We will get handed off to Unicom though. That's a shame. Oh, I gotta look up. We're gonna disconnect from Vatsim otherwise. Ooh, that was close. He's there, all Vatsim flights there. Oh, that's cool. So you can see me, but I just can't see you guys. I never get to use Volanta. I'll have a look at what it is. As I say, I had to download the app. It's still downloaded on my computer. I just have never used it before because I'm not interested. I don't know. What's you guys sell? You guys got to sell me Vatsim. Sorry, Volanta. What's the point of it? I say I've got it. I'm opening it up now. Oh, it's downloading an update. Oops. It's suddenly gonna like inherit all my computer space.
Air France 412, alignez-vous piste 23, autorisé décollage, vent 232 signaux. Autorisé décollage, Air France 412.
Oh, it's installing a new update. You watch the frames drop there. We're picking back up. There we go, we're back up. Oh, I've got to sign in. Alright, let's try this. Oh, it'll be in my... Yep. Can't remember to... That's not say anything as I log in. Right, let's quick Volanta. Come on, frames, pick back up again. There we go. Right. Let's open that up and see if it works. There it should be. I got it. Let's try this Volanta stuff. So we got all our information inputted for today. I'm gonna see if I can turn off the VORs. So if you're using the Airbus TCA, oh bloody hell, it disconnects me. Crikey, that means I've got to re-buy everything. Ugh, I don't know that. I'm gonna refile the flight plan and everything. That's annoying. I didn't like. It's because I've opened up Volanta and I'm doing lots on the left hand side here. Is it just gone? I have to. Let me close Volanta. Bear with me, guys. I was messing around and it's caused a fit with my Vatsim. Right, there we go. Back online again. Sorry about that. I guess I'll leave Volanta for now. John Think, hello. Logs your flights, that's what you use it for. Yeah. You see the airports you've flown to. Oh, cool. You can see your route. Oh, your route reference. You can also add screenshots showing your flight file to see. Oh, that's cool. This is Control Zone version 3 of Papa Golf back with you. Apologies, we were forcibly disconnected there. We've sorted out our settings. We should be back online.
Evident 35. Papa Golf for copy, sir. EZ45 Quebec Bravo, request a few minutes from the flight there, please. EZ45 Quebec Bravo for how long? 5 minutes or so, please. EZ45 Quebec Bravo. So, okay, so EZ45 Quebec in that case, monitor Unicom 122 this flight. I will touch away. 129, thank you for your service. EZ45 Quebec Bravo.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you're new around here. John Think, how's the ATC training going? You said you were doing some, I think, last time I spoke. Let me know how that's gone. We've got 22 minutes of extra flying time. Minimum destination is 7.1 tons. Got to go now, landing into Heathrow. Matthew Lowe, oh cool. Well, enjoy your landing. Good luck. We departed from there. It's a looking nice place, so it should be good. Right, let's have a look at this. Route. Alternate time. Okay, so alternate airport. We'll arrive with 3.7 tons of fuel and an extra 16 minutes of flight time.
Charlie, contact Paris 128.1. Good flight.
That's quite cool. We can see all the info about our flight. Alright, the frames are only low because we're going over land, and my computer somehow doesn't like land. Prefers us over the sea. You're just starting to fly, aviation lovers, just starting to fly on Vatsim. Any tips? Well, I have a little Vatsim tutorial on how to connect and everything, but I'm sure you've got that. My tips would be, don't be afraid of the radio. The controllers want you there. You're their traffic. When you first start, I started with IFR. Apparently it's more difficult, but for me, IFR was easier. So just start at a nice, quiet airport. Have a controller. It's good to have a controller. Quiet airport with a controller, and just go for it. Make sure you know your aircraft. That's something I can't stress. Make sure you know how to fly your aircraft flawlessly. Once you do know how to fly it completely without any problem, you'll find that actually everything just falls into place a bit. Because by knowing your plane, you've given yourself the best leg up. You know, I made the mistake when I first started of not knowing my plane. And he said go direct to, and I was like, oh god, I didn't know what to do. You just got to click direct to, but I didn't know. That made things very difficult. So make sure you know your plane. Interesting there, you got out of tank cross feed in process. So it's feeding across stuff. But yeah, if you have any questions, do ask. You can have a look through some of my streams. I'm always on Vatsim, so if that's any help, I don't know if it is though. Thanks very much for the subscribe, Mr. B-Lo. Sorry, let me have a look. When it pops up, I'll have a look. Sorry. Let's see that. It's a bit slow-minded now. When I miss it, I won't see it. Oh, Julie, thanks very much for the sub.
Yes, you're running 9 Charlie, contact Paris 128.1.
Thank you. Right, we're just looking at that fuel. What I'm looking down here is that I'm looking at the outer tank crossfeeds. What's going on here? And what I'm looking at is the fuel levels in each tank. Temperatures of that clearly colder on the outer wings, as to be expected. But more that it's temperature of the fuel used. Fuel used look is pretty much the same, and yet on this outer tank, on the far right, we've got a lot less fuel. But 370 kilograms less. That's quite a lot of fuel to not have.
This is insane. So you are going for a few minutes on this hiding, and then I will give you a direct to Pamplona.
So yeah, I'm just interested, because there was an accident where they had to make the longest glide in the world. Because what happened, they had to land at Ascension Island, because they're in the middle of the Atlantic, and they suddenly lost both engines. And that's because they had a fuel leak in one of their tanks. Yeah, 2-engine aircraft, so it's slightly different. But they just turned on the crossfeed, they literally looked up on the overhead, click crossfeed on, bam, and the fuel was just then streaming across from one side of the aircraft to the other. Because it's just going across like that, the problem that is arised is that, of course, you're just feeding it fuel straight across into something that's leaking, so the fuel's just going straight out the aircraft.
476 identified, climb for please. 90 direct to Manac.
So they lost all their fuel. Eventually, they ran out of fuel and lost both engines. They were praised at first for making the longest glide in the world and doing really well, but then they were slated because, of course, they'd made a huge mistake. What can this one do? They haven't got all the. They need to get the work in progress stuff. They need to get them working. By the way, you love your on my A350 tutorial. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you found that helpful. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Right, we're going over. Is this Pyrenees now? I think it is. Toulouse. Oh, we landed here before. We landed here in the Beluga, didn't we? We did that stream. We landed there. We've got some mountains to go over, and then we go over the sea. If I turn on the terrain radar, I think see terrain stuff. I'm glad you like that tutorial. I'll be honest, I slapped it together in about literally about an hour, and I got that one out. So that was quite a quick one.
Transavia 6442, contact Paris 128.1 by.
We're cruising.
Paris 128.1, 6442, bye-bye.
Burning quite a lot of fuel. So on this flight, Virgin Atlantic did operate A340s, although, personally, in my opinion, probably should operate a two-engined aircraft. Unless, for us, we've got 320 passengers, I thought I'd say. That does verify for having such a large aircraft on this route, because I think the math worked out they had to have about over 300 people doing it, and then they would make a profit from the aircraft flying. But unless they had 300 people flying, they were not making a loss. So for us, luckily, we're making a gain on this flight, so therefore it validates. But also, you know, what I'd have to look at is we're going to burn. So far, we've burned. Look at the cruise page. We've used 11 tons of fuel. Now, I don't think using two A321s, say, to get that, we'd burn 11 tons of fuel in total, and we'll burn a little bit more, of course. So I don't know if it. I'll have to have a look around, but I don't think it was probably fuel-wise. They probably made a bit more money using the Airbus, but fuel-wise, if it was worth using such a big fuel guzzler. We'll close the cockpit door then. We had our nice look around earlier. Make sure we close the door. Normal lock. Normal. Okay. What visual add-ons do you? I use a reshade here on the left with a good Vez prefab. So just something I have set up. So if we turn it off, look, you get like the grey. Turn it on, you get like the nice lighting and everything goes a bit purple and things. I think it looks quite nice. There's quite a few different options for it that you can run. But that's the one I run. So that's one of the ones I use. I use quite a lot, to be honest. What else do I use? I use like I don't know. That's the main one I use. I use a couple of cloud add-ons because that means it allows me to change up stuff from like that to that. So that's quite nice. Being allowed to change stuff. So it should be cloudy, you see, but sometimes I have to turn it off because I run out of FPS. So I do. So sorry, so it's not quite accurate the weather what it looks like. But I have to change it because otherwise the frames over land don't go so well. I haven't got the best PC in the world, so that's why. Move my cup of water. There we go. Right. Yeah, I don't use major visual add-ons. I'm looking to get Enviro, but the price. Oh my god. It's a lot of money. £69. It's a lot of money for a mod that looks amazing, but I don't know how really necessary it is. So I have to think about that. I'm looking at getting the SSG 747 or the X-Craft's private Legacy 650. That might be quite good fun. I thought we could do some private jet flights on the stream. That might be quite good fun. Right, how's the poll looking? What are we looking at so far? The majority's for Concorde or the Toliss A321. Toliss A321's popular, huh? Didn't think of that one. Oh god, I've got to correct the frames that are disconnected. Right, we're coming up. We've got a while to go, so I'm not going to say we're coming up to it. But what's happening now, I have to zoom in, look, as the distance is coming in. So that's always a nice moment. You have X-Enviro, but don't use it anymore. Don't use it? Why wouldn't you use it if you had it?
Unable to find view ID 9.
Oops. If you had it, would you not use it? Must be pretty good.
45 Juliette Whisky, ce sera un départ Sobos Unité Foxtrot de la 27, niveau initial 70 et le transpondeur 1000. Possibilité Fox piste 27, montée initiale 70 et transpondeur 455 Jet Whisky. 55 Jet Whisky, c'est correct, on est prêt à la mise en...
There's loads of text players.
Pour la mise en route, 55 Jet Whisky.
Thought I was on Unicom there for a minute. %73.8% N1. That's quite low. The Airbus, I think, sits about, the 321 sits about 75, so it's a little bit higher on the Airbus A321.
Flybus 2420, contact Paris 128.
We can see the hills below us. Very steep, big hills, so you can see sort of just about see them out there. Active sky, and the new cloud thing. Cool. Is that? Are they good? KC, you reckon they'd be worth it?
Paris 128.1. Bye.
128.1, Flybus 2420, thanks.
Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. We're up to 172. No, that's mega. Oh, right, okay. X Enviro is very heavy on the frame. Oh, right, okay. Well, you don't want that. You know how we used to have super awful frames? I managed to find a way to fix that. So now at least we're not disconnecting for a second. It's because I had the aircraft models per second at 10. That was the maximum it could get, so I've since turned that down a bit, because that was killing the frames. So I turned that down a bit. And I still have like terrain settings on quite high, the visual effects on high and stuff, so you know I'm still running quite good graphics for not the best PCs, so that's quite cool. So if I go storm lighting, everything comes on. And if I go CL, that turns the dome lights off, because then this only turns the dome lights down to dim minimum, and then for landing you go and turn them off, and we'll land with something like that. 135.250, version 3 Papa Golf. Bye bye. 135.25. Euro Control, version 3.5 Papa Golf with you, flight level 390, passing through Rokan. Maintain 390, version 3.5 Papa Golf. Oof, that's good controller, I'm sure, but that microphone, ooh, that's sharp on the ears. That's quite sharp. So I've got all the lights on. I don't know if that's how they would have it. Right, the METAR's all inputted. I'll do a quick check on that in a minute. Seems all good. Tilt it down a little bit. No weather. Is it still out of tank crossfeed? Still out of tank crossfeed in progress. Wow. Oh, levers asymmetric. Or did I knock them? Okay. I'm sure the meal service has been going very well. As we fly into the night, look at the cabin back here. I think there's a way of turning off the cabin lights. You can see you can do the fuel jettison. That's quite good fun. I had to do that a while ago. That is quite good fun. I had to do that when you make an emergency landing. You have to. You got the flap settings, of course. So if you have a flap 3 landing, you can just set it on there, and you only get flap 3. That's pretty cool. Ditching, like you can set the ditching up. Engine manual start, you're doing each engine manual start. Ventilation. A radio stack up here. Pretty sure it just come on. See, it's on VHF 3. If I said to VHF 1, see that? Now it's matching. The red select is highlighted. I don't know why it's highlighted. It wants to select VHF 1. That one. Turn off VHF 2. I'm matching the settings here. So MKR voice. That's cool. If I go like that. Okay, maybe it's not working. I'll just turn it off away. That's cool. It works. I won't use it because it'll mess up everything, so I'll leave it off there. I don't know why. Is that for like the first officer? But he's got his own radio stack. I don't know why you'd have another one up there. Maybe they ran out of stuff to put, so just decided, we need to fill it up. Put in the radio stack. This reading light. That's pretty cool. We're still over France. No, so Spain. We're in Spain. So heading towards Barcelona. So I assume that's what that big clump of lights is. Along here in a minute, and then we head over the dark sea. The landing's pretty good fun because nothing too special going to Palma de Mallorca. The runways don't sit literally over the sea. There's quite a bit of land in between them, but they're pretty close. So we'll be quite nice and low, just as we hit the land. So that's quite good fun. Made a nice manual 737 landing yesterday, actually. Landing at a place south of Varga airport up in the Orkney Islands. I don't think they actually land at the 737s, but it was good fun. I had to do two go-arounds. First time I throttled back to our visual reference speed that it gave me at the FMC. And of course, when I throttled back to that point, I took manual throttle, and and like I do in the Airbus, let the speed drop a little bit. But of course, the runway this time stuck out into the sea, a bit like in Gibraltar, or somewhere like that. And so it meant I almost stalled it. And at that point, we were like 100 feet, so it started to drop, and I was just like, whoa, slammed on the power. By that point, floated, so I went around. Second time, it was a seriously bad rain and visibility. It was awful, awful wind shear, and then a microburst on 1,000 feet, and I thought, well, that's not good. And I powered up and went around. This is a nice one. This is a nice song. Will you go to Gibraltar or to Warsaw sometime? Definitely. I'd like to do that. That'd be good fun. Yeah, I've been to Warsaw in Microsoft Flight Simulator a long time ago. But not been to what's this for a while. Been to Warsaw. Got the lights up bright in the flight deck tonight.
Flight Quebec Bravo, proceed direct to Valencia. Victor Lima Charlie.
Hope you can all hear the music and everything alright.
E45, Quebec Bravo, your control west.
Again for ET45, Quebec Bravo.
5 Quebec Bravo, direct to Valencia, Victor Lima Charlie.
Mach 0.825. We are bombing along. But normally in the Airbus A321 I do about 0.76, 0.825. That's mega. Well, you're from Warsaw. Oh, cool. The guy, I don't know if you were around when he was here earlier. Was it Shizoda? He's from Warsaw, or near there, I think he says. So we flew there once for him. But I'd be happy to go back. Actually, it was good fun. It's a nice airport. It was snowy as well when we went. I'd like to take a plane in there. That'd be good fun. That'd be cool. Take an Airbus A321 probably in there. We'll do some more VFR navigation flights in the future. How's the poll going? What have you said so far? What's winning? It's still a tie between Concorde and the Toliss A321. Wow. Clearly the Toliss is popular. Mega. I'm glad it's a popular choice with you guys. But I would like to take Concorde for a spin. I just like flying it, you know. It's great fun to fly.
89 Whiskey Bravo, go ahead.
And Whiskey Bravo, when ready, descent level 250, Lisbon clears you inbound 8 Alpha Rifle.
Right, there's our diversion airport, I believe. Might be our diversion, might not be our diversion. I don't know, no. That's Barcelona International, isn't it? That's cool. It's cool that we can see it from up here. INA A310. That'd be good fun. I'd like to get that one. I agree. KC, that'd be a good fun plane to get. Virgin 35 Papa Golf requesting descent.
35 Papa Golf, descent level 250.
250 Virgin 35 Papa Golf. 250 dialed in. We're going to wait for the descent marker here. It's getting closer and closer and closer. Eventually, when it gets there, type in, push the dial forward, and down we go. So going over the top, we've got auto brake set to low. We need to set our TCAS to the below position. We're looking now below us to make sure there's no planes as we're descending. And as it happens, we then will smash in the descent button and we go down. Here we go. So, look at the panel, plug it in. This purple dot is the descent marker, and that's the VNAV descent calculated path. So you see, just over the coast, we're beginning our descent.
EC45, Pushback Bravo, request descent in 2 minutes. 45, Quebec Bravo, descent level 250.
I think we'll turn down the brightness of the lights a little bit. Might even go CL actually, so that means just the sort of flood lighting. But I've got the map light on.
Radio 446 identified, climb 380.
And that's so that we can see out the front. Dim the displays a little bit there. You see, we're getting up to that VNAV descent path perfectly for laws at 7,000 or above. INA A310, I would be interested in getting that. I've seen quite a few of them in my lifetime going into East Midlands Airport. It'd be good fun to recreate that. I'd like to fly a DHL plane, that'd be good fun. We're all happy for arrival. I'm going to leave this FMC on the approach pace. You can see our max speed's already dropped off straight away. They drop off very quickly. The gravity gear extension lever is here. Look, you flick that up and then you flick that lever down. It's quite cool they've modelled that. So now my compass is on. The lights are on. Properly in the dark now as we descend. Big light patch there, I don't know if that's a mistake of my simulator probably. Turn the basic dome lights back on. Still a tie, you got to get your votes in, people, if you haven't already. Choose your vote, Concorde. Hey, it's gone up. Just watched it there. Concorde is now in the lead with 40% of the votes. Alfie Armand, hello. Nice to see you. This is descending nicely there. We've got 11 tons of fuel left. When we touch down, we're due to have 9.7, was it, or something like that? Why has it gone off? Oh, is that because I selected it on here? Yeah, MCD menu on that one.
CZ45, correct, Bravo, decent on discretion, so Unicom 122 decimal 8, have a great one. What's the decimal 8, thank you, CZ45, correct, Bravo.
And I can select it on there. You have to select like an FMC2, I get it now, right. So you can't have all 3 FMCs working at once, you can only have 2. I guess we'll get that one working. There you go, descent rate's increasing a little bit there. We were only cleared level 250, hopefully he'll send us further. I believe our next frequency is Unicom, as I don't think there's anyone on. Yeah, sadly, no one on. We have had ATC all the way, so that'll be quite nice to get on a break onto Unicom probably, actually. Brilliant. Completely dark looking out there. If we're all happy to land in the dark, I am. I like landing in day, because what I like to do is I like to be able to see it all. And in the replay mode, it'll be difficult to see the touchdown and stuff in the dark, that's all. Very low ILS capture, this Alta airport. Maybe it's 1,900. Yeah, it's low. It's quite a gentle gradient as well. No, it's the standard 3 degrees, but it's sort of, yeah, odd. Not seen that one before. Well over the sea then. Aircraft, there's quite a few you can see departing. Unicom 122.8 version 3 for Papa Golf. You too. See ya! Fantastic. We're on to Unicom. Nice, peace and quiet. Unicom, the Madeira traffic. Sorry, Palma Mallorca traffic version 3 for Papa Golf, descending through flight level 270. For 1,900 to intercept the RLS for runway 06 left, Laura's 1 Romeo arrival. Right. So what I'm going to do is dial in 1,500 as the final altitude, lob it in, and put it in that level. Fantastic, it's got it all programmed in. It's taken us down. I just need to quickly go grab a glass of water, so I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Not even the 5 minutes that this claims. I've returned, sorry about that. I had to grab a glass of water, I ran out of water, and when you do this much talking, you need quite a lot of water. Right, let's get rid of that back in 5 minutes sign. All good. Right, I got track IR back, so we can start looking around as we go down. I couldn't quite decide, but I think this is about the right place to have your position in the flight deck. You're supposed to have the red ball blocking out the black one, but they haven't quite got that right, obviously, because that would imply we're over here. Maybe you're supposed to in this one have it proportional. Don't quite know what you're supposed to have in this plane. Terrain radar. There's the airport. Looking lovely. I'll turn back down the floodlights. As I said, it's going to be a really dark landing, yeah. It's going to be tough to see anything. You see the plane fairly well. I made a call on Unicom. There's quite a few planes coming out of Madeira, I think. Traffic on TCAS is still on, so we should see any planes. As we're getting closer, I'm going to switch to floodlights only to keep our night vision as good as it can be. Landing wise, it's been a while since I've landed the Toliss, so it could well be that we don't vacate where I think we should be. I'm looking to low brake, touchdown fairly early, level with November 7 will touch down. Fairly long rollout, I don't want to hurt the passengers. Maybe November 2 will vacate, potentially. If not November 2, November 1, we'll go off the slow exit, but it'd be nice to go off the quick exit. That's always preferable. I can see the lights of the airport coming into view there. Looking lovely. They look great at night. Please keep subscribing if you haven't already. Every subscribe helps, and we're really growing, so thank you very much. 173 at the moment, so thank you so much to everyone who's been subscribing. So, our arrival speeds. Touching down, 142, approaching at 147. Looking at our landing weight. Gross weight at time of arrival. That's ticking down currently, isn't it? Where's our arrival gross weight? Well, we have 9.5 tons of fuel. Our zero fuel weight won't change, so look to touch down with 230 or so. 240 now. Oh no. 237. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. My maths is shocking. That's what we've proven. No, I meant 240. Right. You see, it's levelling off there to slow down to 250. There's that constraint. I'm not sure I can see any aircraft on the ground at Madeira. Oh no, there's a plane. A white dot moving across. Palma traffic, version 3 for Papa Golf on the northern edge of the island now, passing over Nudsa. for the ILS 06 left on the Loris 1 Romeo arrival. We're tracking north on the north coast of the island for the ILS. That was not very well done. Cool, that's fine. Looking lovely. .150, we'll turn on our ILS displays, and because we're going all the way down, we're not planning to level off at any altitude. We'll set the QNH for the arrival for today, 1021. I believe if I go to requests, was it requests? It's in one of these things. I can get a weather request. Oh, that's annoying. I thought that worked. Oops. Obviously it doesn't. Leave the speeds on there. Right, I'll do a quick check of the METAR then. Oh, we have a Leaper Tower, 118.3. We don't need to contact him yet, but that now means we have an ATIS up, so that's cool. Well, we'll program that in the standby. We'll get the Leaper ATIS. Let's have a look and see if that corresponds with what we're looking at. 1022 he's got, okay. We'll update to whatever he's got. If we're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'd hit B and go for whatever we've got. But we'll go for whatever he's got. Temperature of 12 degrees. Ah, yeah, that's good, we got there. The winds, I assume they've changed. 080 at 4 knots. Position height is the same. Transition level 070. Cool. So officially at 070 we switch to standard. We switch from standard to the QNH. It doesn't make much of a difference. It's quite similar to 1013, which is the standard, of course. So that's perfectly fine. We'll turn on the landing lights then, as we're approaching 10,000. So that lights up there. Where's the airport? Ah, there they are. There it is. Mario Lopez has put hello. Hello. I said hello back. Hello. His message is hi. I'll say hello. Alright, he's just informed us that the runway in use is runway 24 left. So, what we're going to do. Hold the speed there. I have to reconfigure for this one then, mate. I was not expecting that. Right, so. New arrival. ILS 24 left, approach, arrival, 24 left Zulu, insert that, alright, 24 left is inserted. I'm going to have to get a new configuration up. What I'm doing is now making a complete sort of 360 around the north of the island. So we'll turn right heading 360, make the reconfigure, and get rid of that, we don't need that anymore. ILS 24 left 0, Zulu. ILS 24 left Yankee, 24 left 0, Zulu. Right, ILS 24 left Zulu, 109.3, yeah, and then they'll probably mismatch for a minute more or so, mate. Go away. 109.3, and that is 238 on the heading. Runway / LS mismatch. Okay, well they shouldn't do now. Right. Just check the data's still in for the arrival. That is perfect. Okay. If you're just joining us, we've had a runway configuration change, so that's perfectly fine. But it just means we're going to have to sort ourselves out. The waypoint or Boomoo, which is just sort of off the end there, I think. Obmu, we should be level 2,500. What I'm going to do then is go into the performance direct Obumu or Boomoo. Obumu insert directory. And there we go. New arrival. The controller contacted me privately and he said runway in use is yada yada. And so I went, okay, understood. So now we're going to go around. And we didn't go around, we were just sort of tracking down the north side of the island. So all I've done is made a right turn to the north. And now we're spinning around for that new arrival. So go back to our VNav. Because as long as the performance page in the aircraft has got a Boomoo 2500, which it has, it can go back to the RNAV. ILS, sorry, as that is, that's correct. So just a new arrival. Basically, we're just coming in from the other end because the controller has told us that we'd got the wrong runway apparently. When the winds are 080 at 4, I'd assume no explanation. No, we got a tower controller online, but he private messaged me saying, would you be adverse into using 24 left, because of course that is the runway in use on his end. We have got winds of 080 at 4, so I'd assume using the other runway would be preferable. But I guess not, so you know, he's the controller. Concord is now, with 12 votes, seriously in the lead for being the next one. I congratulate all of you who have chosen that. Right, the noise are up then, nice and loud. Turn up V-pilot a bit. Bit of distance to go. We've got the landing systems on. We've got the QNH flashing at me because it wants us to change. There's the change. Right, after landing there now, landing there, we'll expect to vacate the runway on one of the hard exits in November 6, as we expect. Fantastic. Right, I hope the volumes are all right for you. Turn the master down a little bit. It's a bit loud. That's a bit better. Generation just got out of cadets. You know, go right, Mark. Uh-oh, that's not good, Jones. Tray tables all stowed. Seatbelt signs on. Do our approach checklist. Chosen the Beluga one on the list. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot about that one. Landing lights all on. Complete our approach checks. Fast seatbelt signs. Radio set. Speed. 17 miles slowing. 200 knots. Slats. Landing lights are on, taxi lights on, ground spoilers will be armed. Reduce the brightness down of everything. Come on, keep going. Take manual control of this descent. It's really not descending very well today. Auto brake has been set, flaps 1 have been selected. Hello, By the way, no sound, hello. What do you mean? KC, can you firm? I think you should be able to hear me. Not sure if that's you, Jones. I'm pretty sure you should be able to hear me. You might need to turn your volume up. Okay. No descent rate. No, that's fine. Okay. Approach mode armed. Deploy the spoilers. I get a bit too much speed. Shouldn't watch the stream behind the wheel.
2,500.
Okay, we'll slow the speed up. About on 184. We'll drop out flap 2 when we get the chance.
2,000.
Getting 2,000 call outs. The flaps are being set. Sound is good, fantastic. You scared me there, Jones. Why were you saying that? I suddenly thought I'd had no sound. I'd get myself muted or something. Flap 2-wash. Bring in the spoilers and up. Okay, we've shot past that for a bit. We'll contact the tower then. Tower, version 3 Papa Golf with you, fully established ILS, runway 24 left.
Version 35, Papa Golf, good evening, Palma Tower, winning, and wind down with you for left, Netherlands.
Winds come, runway 24 left, we're clear to land, version 3 Papa Golf.
2,000.
Get the people in their seats. 7.5 miles.
Version 35, Papa Golf, Palma Tower.
Go ahead, version 3 Papa Golf.
Version 35, Papa Golf, wind down with you for left, Netherlands.
Version 3 Papa Golf is clear to land, runway 24 left. Cool. Interesting that you can't hear a thing, Jones. I think that's this thing on your end. Get down. Final config set. The lights dimmed in the cabin for arrival. Seems all good up at the front here. 5.5 miles to go. It's on managed speed mode. The flaps are at full. The aircraft is good for landing. There we go. That's perfect. We're coming in low. We've got full flap out today.
1,000.
Manual control. Manual control. I have control of the aircraft. Aiming for the runway at this point, because we can't really see much details on the runway. I'm just following the flight directors. I won't try and lie to you and telling you that I'm doing something clever. I am just aiming at the flight directors. So I grab my cup of water. Even on approach, pilot's got to be hydrated. And we're pretty stable actually at the moment. The wind's 3 knots from the left. See the cars moving across there on the road. We're a little bit to the... We were to the right, now we're a bit to the left, I'd argue. Pitch the nose up slightly. And drift it right. There is a fast exit. Because, oh well, it's 24 left, I got it wrong. Well, there is a fast exit, so hopefully we'll just see the exit that the suit says. There's a fast exit we'll aim for. A bit too much movement there, I'm being a bit... Putting in a bit too much movement, I think, there. Because we're getting a bit too much. Drop the nose slightly.
400.
400 feet. Perfect, we're on the ground.
100 above.
100 above, fine.
300.
300.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Minimums, I'm happy to continue with the approach. We are stable. Right of the glide, the whole world gets lit up. Bit high there, we dropped away suddenly. Auto throttle off.
40. 30.
Idle throttles.
20. Retard. 10.
Ooh. I hope we came into the ground a bit hard there. The FPM says we're fine, but you know. FPM lies. Reverse thrusters. Auto brake low. Spoilers green. 80 knots, decel. Very nice, we're coming in. 60 knots, reverse thrusters off, leaving the auto brake on, and auto brake off, disarmed. Manual braking, terrain radar, and landing systems off. Vacate right. Coming right off the runway, landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe lights off, APU master switch on. Off the runway to the right. Nice. That was, yeah. Thank you. That was not too bad. That was like, you know, smooth done, as it were. You know, there wasn't any hiccups or anything. And we're clear of the runway. That was a good landing. Version 3-5 Papa Golf, clear of runway.
Version 3-5 Papa Golf, welcome to Mallorca. Do you want to stay distance?
Version 3 Papa Golf, we're happy to take anywhere.
3-5 Papa Golf, do you want to stay distance?
Negative, we'll take any stand. Raise the flaps.
Clear taxi via Mike to stand 60.
Mike stands 60, version 3 for Papa Golf. Hard right. Cool. Straight into the stand on the right here. Stand 60. Start up ROPU. Get the taxi light off so we're not blinding them. Straight into stand 60 here. Got no scenery for this airport and yet it looks quite nice.
Xplane 25, standby to break, Lufthansa 3762, leave my space in the frequency 12 simulate, bye bye.
It's alright.
Lufthansa 3762, thank you, bye bye, buenas noches.
We'll turn off the big turn-off lights, blinding
Yes,
everyone.
3925, whenever taxi Honey Point, which is right by a golf
Lights are a bit hot,
collection,
aren't they?
Juliet Lincoln North.
Quite a small stand for a big plane. There we go, we're in.
Taxi, holding point November 1, via Juliet, Link, and November for Everest Western 925.
Brake to stop there. That's a bit of a solid stop there actually. Wasn't quite paying attention. And parking brake gets set. TCAS goes off. We'll connect up the external power. Ground power available. Beacon lights off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was cool. That was nice. Very nice. Seatbelt sounds go off. Nav lights to on. That was nice. I think that was a nice landing. What do we think? I thought that was pretty good. So what's the difference between nav lights 1 and nav lights 2? He's going to clip our wing, he is. Stand 60, we're overhanging a bit. Version 3 Papa Golf disconnecting, thanks very much, have a nice day, bye bye.
Version 35, Papa Golf, thank you for side light.
Bye. We'll disconnect off Vatsim just so we get out of the way of that plane. Right. Now we're here. I think we should do a replay mode. Have a look at what went on. Let's take it back. Well, that was good. There we go. We'll do it from this outside view, just see if we can see the wheels on the touchdown. And then we'll go back inside on the tower view. So I panicked a bit because we're a bit high at this point. That's pretty nice. Should take it back and have a look at the... Can't quite see, of course, because it's night, but I think that was a pretty nice landing. 200 subs face cam. Oh, maybe. That was lovely. That was great fun. I thank you all to everyone who's subscribed. I'm just checking now, but I think we're about 173 subscribers. So thank you so much. That's yeah, 172. That's really amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you to those who subscribed. That's really cool. So thank you very much, everyone. I'll catch you all again soon. We'll definitely ending the poll there. We'll take Concorde out for the next stream. We'll do one from the inside camera here, having a look at the landing. It's quite good fun. As I say, it's night time, so it's difficult to see anything. There was a lot of reverse thrust on that landing. Right, thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. And we'll just end with the landing, and we'll go for the intro. So thanks very much, guys. See you all again soon. Bye bye.